Well, hi. Welcome to the garden. Come on in. You didn't think all we were going to do is mulch, did you? It's early December. Let's go ahead and plant. I know we've got Swiss chard and lettuce and a few other things growing well. What else do we want to plant? And here in the raised beds where we've got our beets and our spinach doing really well. We've got our carrots spaced out so they should grow really pretty good. There's really not a whole lot of extra room in the raised bed to plant anything else. We're going to plant in front of the raised bed. This is a trick I use. And you've seen in the background, we've got these screens all over. Some of the stuff I drug home from an old sale. What I'm going to do is pull that mulch back. We're going to rest this screen on it, use that raised bed as the back of a cold frame. And then when I make the top for this raised bed, the plastic sheeting will cover the whole thing. And on days like today, we just let the sun come through with that plastic sheeting pulled back. Now typically I could go to the edges, but we're just going to plant right here in the center. Let's go ahead and make a little pad to put this on, then we'll get some stuff in the ground. Anytime we're going to plant in the deep mulch, we want to pull this back down to bare soil. So I want to make a little pad for that screen. So I'm just going to pile this up right here on the edge. And that does take that down to bare soil, but I am going to go ahead and leave a little bit right up here next to the raised bed. Really, the whole point about doing this is to plant what you like to eat. So pick a couple cold hardy things that you like to eat. And yes, I'm not going to plant any more beets. I already got beets going there, and I've got beets going over here. But my turnip patch is getting a little thin. We came through here and thinned this out. And these are very tasty. So I think we need to get some more turnips in the ground. Most of the varieties of purple lettuce do really well in the cool weather. And I'm also going to plant some more Burgundy Delight lettuce. And this is the best time of year to plant spinach, if you like spinach. Once it starts getting warm, it really likes to bolt. So we're going to put some spinach in over here on the one side. We've got several growing up in the top there. But I'm going to do a root stout. I am going to space these out a little bit. But I'm just putting them on top. Light little cover. Soil contact, just pat them down. So there's our spinach. Turnip seeds are much smaller for as big as they get. And I am going to go ahead and make a couple rows here. I am going to space these out side by side, put them kind of heavy in the row. These have germinated pretty well. Stout, just pat them down. And you see how nice and moist this soil is underneath that mulch I just pulled back? Same thing with our lettuce. This is roughed up enough, I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. And I bet we get pretty good germination. Just pat them down, nice soil contact. And there's our lettuce. And then we just do a test fit. This will be all right for today. So that'll be perfect. Once those start growing, they're gonna have plenty of room. And when I add the cover to this raised bed, we'll use that same plastic to cover this up. Now, I'm not going to take any time and make a cover on that today. You just plan this out. You can go ahead and eat out of your garden all year round, even into the much colder areas, depending on what kind of cold frames you put on. The most important thing is pick something you like to eat. Then pick varieties that will stand up to the weather in your area, and then the protection that you're going to use to protect those. You'd be surprised at how little it actually takes to keep the ground from freezing. As long as the ground doesn't freeze, there are a lot of choices to grow in the winter. December is going to be exciting. We're going to go ahead and plant quite a bit more before it gets to the shortest day of the year. And then after the shortest day of the year, we're really going to start planting. And I hope you join me for all of that. Until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.